And the superlative is a grammatical form used to describe and as extreme quality of a noun with involve of three or more elements. Essentially, it indicates that sometime or someone poses to quality to the highest degree compared to all the others. The way the form, the superlative depends for the superlative of number of syllables and the adjective on or adverb. For for most one syllable adjective and adverbs and some two syllable ones, the ending est um, and added and the definite article is placed before it. And for adjective and adverbs of three or more syllables, the word is not modified, instead the phrase, the most in place before it. Okay, they are adjectives that do not follow any of the above rules and have unique superlative forms that must be memorized to indicate that a person or thing has a quality to the least degree, the opposite of the most, therefore the least is used regardless of the length of the adjective. As I explained each of these important aspects in the use of superlative, I will specify there for better understanding. Okay, next. When to use the superlative. And the superlative is used to indicate that a thing, a person, process, a quality to the highest upper end or lower end. Digit within a set. It's also used when comparing an element to a group of three or more elements, objects, or people, and not just one that it identifies the champion or of the last in a group. The follow formula is used to construct a superlative sentence. Noun plus verb plus the plus superlative adjective plus object noun. This structure can be interpreted as the core of a simple superlative sentence. A noun, subject, the person or thing that processes the extreme quality, and Maria, verb, generally to verb to be. This Maria is, and then the definite verb article the is required before the superlative in English. State Maria is the superlative adjective, the adjective ending in est for short adjective or preceded by most or less for long adjective. Example, Maria is the most intelligent. Complement the growth of comparison of the place where the subjects are located. Example, Maria is the most intelligent in this class. Okay, next. Rules for forming the English superlative. I repeat the information from the beginning when I say that the superlative is used to indicate that thing or person process a quality to the highest or lowest degree within a group or three or more. The definite article them is always used before the superlative form. Okay, short superlative. Adjective, pretty. Example, my granddaughter is prettiest. And new, example, my house in the news is the street. Okay. Next. Long superlative. The formula provided is the standard method for forming the superlative of the word of these words. The most used to indicate the highest degree of a quality. The most. The least used to indicate the lowest degree of the quality. The least. Adjective base. The adjective does not change, it remains its original form. The table illustrates this formula with the two common long adjectives. A four-syllable adjective, important. These are long adjectives. The least is used because the intention is to indicate that the subjects have the quality of import to the least degree compared to other subjects. Yeah. Three-syllable adjective, creative. This is a long adjective. The most is used because the intention is to indicate that each person progresses the quality of creative to the greatest degree compared to the rest of the group, the class. This section focuses on the most important rule for the long superlative instead of modifying the end of the word, as in done with short superlative with est. The most or the least is used to express the upper of lower streams of quality. Adjective, important. Example, this is the least important topic right now. And the second adjective, creative. Example, he is the most creative person is the classroom. Okay, next. Irregular superlative adjective. The list of the most important irregular superlative adjective in English is what we see is this part of presentation. These adjectives are irregular because they are follow the starting rules or ending or added est for short adjective or using most for long adjective. Their superlative forms are unique words that must be memorized. Little, least, good, best, bad, worst, far, furthest, much, most. The irregularity of these words eaten from their Old English origin. They are the most common superlative forms, and their correct use and essential for speaking English fluently. As you can simply add est or most. For example, good does not become doesn't, but best. Okay, next. Tips on superlative in English. Here we see the specific spelling rule for forming the superlative of some two syllables and adjectives ending in the letter Y. The spelling rule for forming the superlative of adjectives ending in consonant plus Y is then Y is removed or changed to I. The superlative ending est is added and the article that is placed before the adjective. Here's point, remember, if the two-syllable adjective ends in a vowel plus Y, which is uncommon, this rule does not apply. However, for the most common two-syllable adjective ending in Why? The rule of changing the y to x is correct. Next. When a one-syllable adjective ends and the sequence consonant, vowel consonant. For the superlative, you must double the final consonant at the ending est and proceed the article down. This section currently demonstrates the superlative formation for adjectives that follow the consonant, vowel, consonant. Adjective fat, remember the rule for consonant, vowel, consonant. Example, my book is the fattest book that they ever lived. And the second adjective, big. Example, the blue whale is the largest animal in the world. Okay. Let's look on some examples and identify the superlative. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world. The cheetah is the fastest land animal. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. That was arguably the happiest moment of my life. Buying a house is often the most expensive purchase a person makes. Marie Curie is considered one of the most brilliant scientists in history. The final exam was the most difficult assessment of the course. The Eiffel Tower is the most famous monument in Paris. She is the best singer I have ever heard live. And the last example, breaking the promise was the worst mistakes he made. Now, the summary of the above information, the superlative is an essential grammatical form used to highlight that a noun, person, or object possession a quality to the extreme degree, maximum or minimum, within a graph of 3 or more elements. Furthermore, a subject is compared to the rest is a group to the designate in as the last and the definite article da, el, la, los, las must always precede the superlative form.